So now the topic name what we are going to discuss. Okay, the topic name what we are going to discuss is just a multi-threading concept. Remember this one, sir. The next topic, of course, what we are going to start is the multi-threading concept we are going to discuss. Sir, it is a very important concept, very important concept for the interview room, even for coding purpose also. Okay, make sure, sir. Multi-threading is the concept what we are going to discuss. The most beautiful concept. Anyway, most of the people are already aware Java multi-threading. That's why here it will become a bit easy for you. The people who knows multi-threading in other languages. Sir, the people who don't know multi-threading, sir, earlier, no problem. I will take care. Each and everything I will explain from scratch so that you people can feel more comfortable. How many people new to multi-threading concept? Can you please tell? I'm not talking about Python multi-threading. Sir, in my life, I never heard what is multi-threading. I never heard what is multi-threading. Anyone? How many people are new to this? Yes, new. Sir, this concept I never heard in any other programming language like Java or otherwise C++. Like I never heard. Like anyone there? Slowly, so that I will start from the scratch. Okay, remember that. So even the people who knows Java multi-threading, then it will become very easy. But the people who don't know about the multi-threading concept, even the theoretical also, no problem at all. Now it is the best time to learn about this concept. I'm sure, sir. It is so not that much easy. More concentration must be required for you people, right? Okay, so make sure compulsory you should listen a bit very carefully, sir. So now let me talk about what is multi-threading. Okay. So before talking multi-threading concept, I have to discuss about multitasking. Regarding I have to discuss about multitasking. Okay. Sir, anyone can you please tell what is multitasking? Yes, multitasking. What is the multitasking? Yo, respond, man. What is multitasking? Task means work. Okay. What is multitasking? Yes, good. The people who don't about programming anyway, don't worry about that. Happily, you can jump carefully, sir. Sir, here best example for you. Who is the sir? What is multitasking? Multitasking, sir. Best example for you. Best example for you. Here, do you know? Yourself is the best example for multitasking. Sir, immediately you ask, how, sir, we are best example, how we are best example for multitasking? You may ask, sir, you know, currently in the session, how many activities you people are doing, sir? Have you observed listening the class, correct or not? Listening the class, sir. In the online classes, so too many activities the people are going to do, sir. Listening the class. Next time after that, writing some important points, writing some important points also. Okay, in the notes, running notes like this, right? Writing some important points. Next, if you are having the type, sir, if you are having the doubt, you may typing doubts. Are getting typing doubts. Next, at the same time, suddenly your mobile is ringing. From where the mobile is from where the call is coming, from where the message is coming, which message is coming, like checking mobile. Do you know, I hope, sir, every person in this session beside you are already in your hand, mobile is already there. Are getting just beside your hand, or otherwise just beside you, your mobile already there. Are getting, so you are keep on checking from where the call is coming, from where message is coming, like do you know how many activities you people are doing? Are getting listening the class, writing some important points, typing doubts, checking mobile. Are getting that, checking mobile, like these many things you people are doing, sir. These many things you people are doing, sir. Take a bit very special care. Doing several activities, sir. Doing several activities simultaneously is the best example of multitasking. Remember that it is the multitasking, sir. It is the itself is the multitasking, right? Sir, best another example if you consider, sir, mother in the kitchen room. Observe that mother, best example, mother in kitchen room, sir. Mother in kitchen room. Okay, if you imagine once your mother in the kitchen room or yourself in the kitchen room, have you observed, right? How many activities mother is going to do? Preparing, sir, preparing the curry or preparing curry, one activity. Next time after that, kid is already there, baby is already there in the hand. So take care about the baby. Take care about sir, baby. Take care about the baby. Baby already there in the hand only. Next, meanwhile, she is sir answering. She is answering your phone call also. She is answering your phone call. Can you please imagine once? Imagine once, sir, mother is preparing curry. One activity she is doing. At the same time, do you know, in her hand, kid is already there. Take care about that kid. Okay, second activity, right? Next, while doing these two things, parallelly, okay, she is answering the phone also. Observe that a bit. Can you please imagine once how many activities mother is doing? Multiple activities, right? This kind of thing is nothing but multitasking. I hope you are getting the basic idea, right? What is multitasking? Okay, sir, very simple, sir. Okay, executing several tasks simultaneously. Observe that, executing several tasks, simultaneously is the concept of multitasking. Multitasking. Remember this one, sir. So what is multitasking? I want to execute several tasks simultaneously is the concept of multitasking. Best example, sir, in your company. Listen a bit very carefully about this one, sir. Sir, in the company, I hope basic idea you got what is the multitasking, theoretical things, right? Clear? Everyone can able to understand what is the multitasking? Sir, do several tasks simultaneously is the concept of multitasking. Okay, remember that, sir. Now, there are two types of multitasking are there in any programming language, right? Two types of multitasking. Two types of multitasking. Okay, like you people should be aware. So what is the first one, sir? Process based multitasking. Process based multitasking, sir. Remember a bit very carefully. What is the first one, sir? Process based multitasking. Second one, sir, thread based multitasking. Thread based multitasking. Like this, there are two types of multitasking are possible. It may be either process based or thread based. Right? Okay, remember what is multitasking? How many types of multitasking are there? You people should have clear clarity, sir. Executing several tasks simultaneously is the concept of multitasking. There are two types of multitasking are available. One is process based multitasking, second one is thread based multitasking. Then immediately you people may ask, what is a process based multitasking? Remember this one, sir. Sir, early here this is also a bit important. Compulsory you should aware. Don't feel only thread based multitasking. Even process based multitasking also a bit important. So what is a process based multitasking, sir? Very simple. Executing several tasks simultaneously. Sir, I want to execute several tasks simultaneously where each task is a separate, okay, each task is a separate independent process. Are you getting? Separate independent process. Are you getting? Executing several tasks simultaneously where each task is a separate independent process. Such type of multitasking is called process based multitasking. Remember that a bit very carefully, sir. Executing several tasks simultaneously where each task is a separate independent process. So such type of multitasking is nothing but process based multitasking. Then immediately you people may ask, what is, sir? Can you please explain with a small example so that we are going to get much clarity like this. So best example for you in your system. Best example, sir, in your system. Do you know? Just we are typing a program in the editor, sir. Listen a bit very carefully, sir. We are typing code in the editor, right? So if we are typing code in the editor, sir, at the same time, you can download, sir, updated or otherwise new movie new movie songs in the background. Correct or not? You can download. Sir, one process is going on, which is downloading new movie audio songs. Okay, in the background, I want to download new movie songs. Yes, while download is happening, at the same time, I'm trying to code. In the editor. Okay. At the same time, you can listen, sir, audio songs. Regarding, you can listen audio songs also already which are there in your system. Now take a bit very special case. We are typing code in the editor. Okay, one activity we are doing. So we are downloading a file from the internet. Okay, downloading a file from the internet. Maybe some material or otherwise maybe some video. I'm trying to download from the internet. At the same time, we can able to listen MP3 audio songs also. Okay, from the same system. Do you know in the software companies? If you go, sir, in the cubicle of four chairs are there at my cabin. Four cabins are there, sir. In the cube there are 4 members usually can able to sit. Out of 4 seats, minimum 3 members are having headset. Regarding the to listen audio, to listen video in the software companies, especially, sir, need not be student. Okay, in the companies itself, minimum 3 members are having earphones or otherwise headset to listen audio songs from the system. Regarding, because some people are a habit while typing, just if you are going to listen the songs and then they can type, they may feel more comfort. Regarding, sir, anyone having this type of habit? Anyone having this type of habit? The people, working people especially? Yes, most of the people, they have, by listening the songs, they are going to write the code. Sir. Remember that in the companies, this type of thing is very common activity. Okay, like now I have one small doubt, sir. So first activity, we are typing code in the editor. Then automatically editor related process is running. Editor related process is running, sir. Next, download a file from the internet. So this related process is running. Download internet download manager related process is running. Regarding related process is running, sir. Next, we are listening audio songs from the same system. Sir, audio player, sir, process is running. Regarding audio player process is running. Now my question is, total how many sub processes are running? Sir, one editor related process is running in my system. At the same time, download manager, downloading a file related process is running in my system. Next, I can able to listen audio songs, means audio player is also playing in my system. So all these processes executing simultaneously. Remember, and all these processes are independent of each other. Remember that, sir, there is nowhere related editor related process and a download manager related process. There is no relation between audio player related process, editor related process. Have you observed? All these processes are running in my system parallelly, and all these processes are independent of each other. Such type of multitasking is nothing but process based multitasking. Everyone can able to understand, right? So you can execute several things simultaneously, but where each task is a separate independent process. Are you getting that? Something like separate independent program. Sir, first program nowhere related to the second program nowhere related to the third program. Such type of independent processes are running in our system. Such type of multitasking is nothing but what? Process based multitasking. Everyone can able to understand, right? Yes, everyone can able to understand what is the process based multitasking, sir. Sir, execute several tasks simultaneously, where each task is a separate independent process, complete different programs, sir. Sir, this program is the different, this one is the different, this one is the different, complete independent process. Such type of multitasking is called process based multitasking, right? Okay, remember. But now take a very special care. Most of the times, this type of multitasking is best suitable at OS level. Are getting at OS level. Next, in applications also, in the programming area also, very rare. We are required to communicate at the OS level. So there are some applications are there where we require to communicate at the programmatic level. Are you getting that? At the operating system level, such type of places, this type of process-based multitasking is going to be helpful. But mainly, process-based multitasking is best suitable at the OS level. Remember this one, sir. This is what is the process-based multitasking. So first process, second process, third process. Every process is independent of each other. Such type of multitasking is nothing but what? Process-based multitasking, sir. Okay, well. Now, second category, sir. Sir, process-based, okay. You are telling that execute several things simultaneously where each task is a separate independent process. Excellent. Now my question is, what is thread-based multitasking? Observe that. What is the thread-based? This is the very important at programmatic level. Programmatic level. This is the very important at the programmatic level. Such type of thing is by default considered. Yeah, thread-based multitasking, sir. What it means? Now take a bit very special care. Okay, most valuable concept is required. Take a bit very special care about this terminology, right? What is the point here is observe that. Sir, I have one program is there, sir. Assume that this is my program, sir. Listen very carefully. I have one program is there. This program contains 10,000 lines of the code. How many lines of the code is there, sir? 10,000 lines of the code is there. Okay, lines of code is there, sir. Sir, usually my program is executing line by line. Sir, first line, and then second line, and then third line, and then fourth line, and then fifth line, dot. Regarding this program is going to execute line by line. It is going to execute. Correct, right? Usually it is the interpreted. Python itself is the interpreted programming language. That's why line by line is going to execute. To complete this total 10,000 lines of the code, assume that 1 hour time is required. Assume 1 hour execution time is required to complete this total 10,000 lines of the code. Okay. Now I identified that. Okay, listen, observe a bit very carefully, sir. I identified that, sir. First 5,000 lines of the code, next 5,000 lines of the code, there is no relation at all. Both are independent parts. First 5,000 lines of the code, second 5,000 lines of the code, both are independent, sir. If both are independent, no relation at all. If both are independent, there is no relation at all, then automatically, sir, why second part has to wait until completing, sir, first 5,000 lines of the code. What I will do is, sir, the first part and second part I will execute simultaneously. Are you getting right? So this is the first part related flow. Next, sir, this one is the second part related flow. Sir, both the flows are going to execute simultaneously within less time, maybe 30 to 40 minutes only. I can able to complete total task. Everyone can able to understand, right? Within just 30 to 40 minutes only, we can able to complete total task. This type of multitasking is nothing but thread-based multitasking, right? Now I have one quick question for you people, right? In this case, how many programs are there? Respond. Think a bit very carefully and then tell the answer. In this, how many programs are there? Only one program. Only one program. But in this program, how many independent parts are available? How many independent parts are available? 2 independent parts. Okay, executing several tasks simultaneously. Executing several tasks simultaneously. Where each task, okay, remember, where each task is a separate independent part of same program. Are you getting? So where each task is a separate independent part of same program is nothing but thread-based multitasking. Remember this one, sir. I have only one program is there. in this program, instead of executing the line one by one, what we require to do, one by one, what we require to do is, sir, execute simultaneously, identify independent parts and execute them simultaneously, so that within the less time only we can able to complete the task. Okay, this type of multitasking is by default considered process based, thread based multitasking. Next, how many independent parts are there? Anyone, can you please tell how many independent parts are there? Two independent parts. Each independent part is called a thread. Sir, this is the first thread 1. This one is the second thread. Itself is nothing but what? Thread 2. Remember that, sir. Each independent part is called a thread. Observe it very carefully, sir. Clear? Any doubt? Okay, so now what is a thread based multitasking? Executing several tasks simultaneously, where each task is a separate independent part of same program, which is nothing but thread based multitasking. And each independent part is called a thread, sir. Regarding each independent part is called a thread. Okay, so what is a thread? Thread is nothing but a flow, an independent flow of execution is nothing but thread. If I have two threads are there, two flows of execution is there. Three threads are there, three flows of execution is there. Remember, for every individual part, you can able to define a separate thread, so that some multiple flows of execution by default will be happen. This type of thing is nothing but what? Thread based multitasking. Everyone can able to understand? Sir, here how many programs are available? Respond, man. How many programs are available? Only one. How many processes are available? Only one process. Within the same process, multiple threads we are going to create. Regarding multiple threads we are going to do, so execute several independent parts of the same program simultaneously is the concept of thread based multitasking. Remember that a bit very carefully, sir. What is the thread based multitasking? You should have clear clarity about this terminology, right? Sir, you may ask, sir, okay, theoretically okay, sir. Can you please explain one scenario so that we are going to get more comfort, right? Like you may ask. Very simple, sir. One small scenario I will explain so that you people can be aware, sir. Sir, my requirement is, in my system, there are several files are available. In my system, there are several files are available. Usually, in every system, okay, in C drive some text files, in D drive some text files, in F drive some text files are available, right? Sir, now what I want to do is, sir, in every file, some mobile numbers are there. Sir. Okay, I saved some mobile numbers, sir, somewhere. Among these mobile numbers, some my required mobile number. Assume that, sir, in which files my required mobile number is available. I want to search, sir. Sir, usually, do you know in the Windows? Search option by default you can able to see, sir. Regarding search for this mobile number. In the files we are going to search. So in the directories we are going to search. In the folders we are going to search for this file, something like that. Now, in your system there are multiple drives are available. C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive. In every drive multiple folders are available. In every folder multiple files are available. Regarding in every file, is there any chance of this mobile number is there or not? If any file contain mobile number, can you please list out that file name? This is about my requirement, right? Regarding this is a small activity only. But the problem here is, in my system 1 lakh files are available. Regarding 1 lakh files are available. So if 1 lakh files are available, first you require to search in the C drive first folder, second folder, D drive first folder, second folder, and so on. 1 lakh files you are going to search one by one. It may take some 24 hours of time. Regarding right, 24 hours of time. What I will do here, C drive, D drive, E drive. Sir, all different folders, different files. Why I have to wait if I want to search in the C drive? Now observe that I require search in the C drive. After completing that, usually D drive. After completing that, I'm going to search in the E drive. I'm going to search in the E drive. So first complete C, and then complete D, and then complete D. Instead of doing all this nonsense, what you can do is, so create one thread to search in the C drive. Are you getting? This is the flow one. Are you getting? The job of this thread is to search C drive all files. Create another thread to search in the D drive. Are you getting? Create another thread to search in the E drive. Okay, like this. Can you please search in the E drive? Now C drive searching, D drive searching, E drive searching parallelly happening. Sir, within 8 to 10 hours only. Within 8 to 10 hours only, we can able to complete the total task. Yes, ma'am. Correct or not? Okay, instead of doing first C drive and then D drive and then E drive, what you can able to do, why don't you search parallelly? First C drive, at the same time D drive, at the same time E drive. Can you please create 3 threads? Each thread is responsible to search in every drive. I hope everyone can able to understand, right? This concept is nothing but multi-threading concept. Sir, total how many programs are there? Only one program, sir. In that program, one part talks about C drive, another part talks about D drive, another part talks about E drive. Clear? Any doubt? Okay, I hope everyone can able to understand what is the meaning of thread based multitasking. Okay, sir, executing several tasks simultaneously, where each task is a separate independent part of same program. Such a type of multitasking is called thread based multitasking, and each independent part is called a thread. Remember that, sir. Okay, that's all. This is process based multitasking, thread based multitasking. Observe the difference, right? Sir, any doubt up to this terminology? Only 2 words I used. Word number 1, multitasking. Yes, execute several things simultaneously. Next, in this multitasking, 2 words I used. One is process based, second ones are thread based. Most of the times we are always going to use thread based multitasking in our programming, but there are some special application areas where communication with the processor is required at processor level. Then automatically we may require to implement process based multitasking also. Remember, okay, that's all. Next, sir, very simple, sir, where you can use multitasking, or where you can use thread based multitasking. Very simple, sir. So whether here it is the process based or thread based, sir, whether it is the process based or thread based, the main advantage of multitasking is we can execute some of the activities parallelly. We can reduce execution time and improve performance. Are you getting? And improve performance, right? We can reduce execution time and we can improve performance. Such type of thing is by default considered, yeah, thread based multitasking. Everyone, I mean, thread multitasking concept, the biggest advantage, right? We can reduce execution time and we can improve performance of the system. This is the biggest advantage of multitasking. Clear? Are you able to understand? Okay, next, sir, here what are various application areas are there where you can use this multi-threading concept? Very common application areas, right? Do you know animations, video animations we are going to create? Do you know kids Kushi TV, something like? There are several, sir, animation movies you can able to see, sir. These animation movies where multiple roles are going to play simultaneously is the concept of multi-threading only. Remember that, sir. Next, and after that, multimedia graphics, multimedia graphics like, sir, in the graphics area, multimedia graphic. Next, do you know video games, video games implementation? These kind of areas, very commonly used concept is nothing but multi-threading concept. Not only this, the people who are coming from Java background, background, sir, any other programming language, do you know application servers, web servers are there? Web servers and application servers, right? Tomcat, WebLogic, like There are several servers are there. All these servers concept is implemented based on the threads only. Remember that. Best examples are, you have Gmail application is there. Best example, Gmail application is there, sir. Sir, for the Gmail application, how many people can send a request simultaneously? Respond. How many people can send a request simultaneously? I can send the request. You can send to check your mail. Next and after that, another person can check. All these activities are executing simultaneously or not? Yes. All these activities are executing simultaneously. You know, Durga can able to check his mail. Ravi can able to check his mail. Shiva can able to send a mail. Okay, like all these. So how the thing is happen? The Gmail application is hosted on some server, mostly it is the JBoss server. Are you getting? On some server, it is the JBoss server, application server, right? So this server, what it's going to do? Whenever a request is coming, a separate thread will be allocated for that request. That thread is the responsible to process the request. Almost around 60 threads, 70 threads are going to execute simultaneously. At a time, 60 members, 70 members are going to get up. All the requests are going to be processed simultaneously. You know, web servers, application servers internally is the concept of. Internally is the concept of. Okay, this multi-threading concept only. Clear? Are you in a position to understand, right? Okay, sir, make sure, sir. Make sure. Sir, very thumb rule I want to explain, I want to tell for you people. Very important thumb rule. Wherever a group of independent jobs are there, a group of independent jobs are there. Sir, these are the jobs I require to perform, where each job is independent of each other. Where each job is independent of each other. Wherever a group of independent jobs are available, then it is highly recommended to execute simultaneously instead of executing one by one. For such type of cases, we will go for multi-threading concept. Remember that wherever a group of independent jobs are there, don't execute one by one, because these things are independent of each other. Why you require to wait one by one? Why you require to execute one by one? Because there is no relation at all. Then automatically execute simultaneously. If you are going to execute simultaneously, then within the less time, total activity we can able to complete. That concept is nothing but, okay, thread based, I mean multi-threading concept or multitasking concept. Clear? Yes. So Yamai, I hope you people got basic ideas of multi-threading means, so doing several things simultaneously, right? That's all that feeling you got to get, sir. Do you know how many working people are there in this session? Can you please respond? How many working people in this session? Sir, I'm working in the company, like anyone there? Can you please respond? Ayo, I won't ask any questions, so don't worry. I won't ask any questions, so don't worry. Just I never going to ask what is your salary, where, and so on also. Don't worry. Okay. Yes. How many working people are there? Yes, ma'am. Do you know most of the times, our enemy in the company is our lead lead or manager, correct, right? Okay, most of the times in the company while working, who is our enemy is nothing but our superior. Is always looks like our enemy, like we are by seeing his lead or manager, always he is trying to give left and right for us. Okay, we are always going to feel something like, oh, this person is the worst person, some feeling we may have, sir. Do you know these managers, especially top level managements, are too worst. Their attitude is completely different attitude, sir. Managers attitude completely different. Sometimes what will happen is they will ask the lead, manager is going to contact that lead saying, oh, lead, I have these activities there. Okay, this is the activity what we require to deliver to the client. This activity is there. How much time? how much time? Okay, this activity is there, sir. How much time? Okay, like we require, how many resources are required to complete? Can you please provide some estimate? Like the manager is going to ask the lead. Remember that manager is going to ask the lead. Then immediately lead is going to provide, sir, I require 40 resources. I require 40 resources and 400 hours estimation, 400 working hours like then we can able to complete this activity, sir. Like he is going to tell. Okay, lead is going to provide estimate. Then immediately the manager is going to ask 40 resources are required, 400 hours is required, 400 hours is required. Like what I will do is, okay, if it is the case, I will provide 80 resources. I will provide 80 resources. Can you please complete the task within 200 hours only? Like he's going to ask. Sir, I will provide 160 resources. 160 resources. Can you please complete within 100 hours only? 100 hours only. Are you getting 100 hours only? 160 resources. I will provide some 1600 resources. I want within 1 day only you have to complete. Can you please complete like this? There may be a chance of dependencies we require to analyze. There may be a chance. He's going to tell 600 employees I'm going to provide, man. 600 employees I'm going to provide. Why don't you complete within 10 hours only? As per your calculation, right? As per your calculation only I'm talking. 1600 employees I'm going to provide just within 10 hours only I require. There may be a chance of impact. There may be a chance of dependency between activities and so on. We require to analyze how it is possible. The lead is always going to tell, sir, it is a dependencies will be there, not possible. I don't know all those things. I don't want to listen. I don't want to listen anything. First, I want to complete within 10 hours only. As per your calculation, first complete that. Are you getting? The managers, most of the times, not sometimes, most of the times, they're always going to think like stupids, man. Okay. There is one very, what we call, there is one, they are trying to apply multi-threading everywhere. They are trying to apply multi-threading everywhere, sir. There is one very common joke also about managers' attitude. Okay, this is almost something like they are thinking, right? There is one baby boy or girl, one baby boy or girl. To deliver a baby boy or girl, then automatically one mother is required. 9 months. 9 months time is required. Assume that. Wonderful joke. 9 months time is required. One mother 9 months time. Sir, one baby girl or baby boy by default is going to come. Then automatically, how stupid the manager is always going to think, oh, one mother 9 months, one baby is going to come. What I will do is 9 mothers I will provide. 9 mothers 9 mothers I will provide. Within 1 month only I want a baby. Within 1 month only I want baby. So now I hope you can able to understand, right? The manager's attitude is something like they are trying to apply multi-threading everywhere, sir. Everywhere. Okay, everywhere they are trying to apply. Take a bit very special care about this, sir. Wherever dependency is there between activities, then automatically then we should not use multi-threading concept. Remember that first job, second job, third job, fourth job, independence, no dependency at all. Then only we require to use multi-threading concept, sir. But most of the times our managers don't know that. Oh, you told one mother 9 months time one baby. I will provide 9 mothers, but within 1 month only, sir, one baby boy or baby girl must be required. Are you able to understand? Don't apply multi-threading concept such a type of cases, man. Okay, like I hope for most of the people, your manager, your lead is already rounding in your mind. Okay, just leave those people. Completed? Are you in a position to understand, right? Where we require to apply multi-threading concept. Okay, remember that, sir. Like next, sir, how we can develop multi-threaded? Programs? Okay, like this. Python provides inbuilt support for multi-threading, sir. Inbuilt support, because being a programmer, we require to work only 10% of work. 10% of work. 90% of work already did by Python itself, sir, in the form of which module, sir? Threading module. Regarding which module, sir? Threading module. In the form of threading module, module, already 90% of the work already, sir, my Python is going to do. We are not required to worry. Sir, which module we require to use if you want to develop multi-threaded programs? Threading is the module we require to use. Clear? Are you getting right? Any doubt about this terminology? Okay, that's all. Because of this 90% of support from the Python, developing multi-threaded examples are very easy in Python. Remember that, sir. Developing multi-threaded examples, developing multi-threaded program are very easy. Okay, like you people should aware. Remember. Next, I have one small Python program is there, sir. Assume that. Just have a look once, sir. I'm taking one Python program tester.py. I'm taking, sir. Okay, this is my Python program. By default, every Python program contain one thread. Remember, one thread. Just like Java, the people who are coming from Java background, Java background, you can able to understand. Every Python program contain one thread by default. That thread is nothing but main thread. Remember this one. What is that thread, sir? Can I spell out? Main thread. Okay, like sir, the people who are new to Java, the people who are new to Python or Java multi-threading concept, just aware these words, right? Just up to this, whatever we covered about thread. Can you please get? I hope everyone got the basic idea. Whatever you are feeling about thread, can you please tell? What is the thread? What is the thread? Respond. What is the thread? Some feeling you may have, sir. Thread is nothing but this one, sir. I hope this feeling is there. I hope this definition I'm feeling. Whatever. Good. Can you spell out? Independent part of the program. Independent part of the program. Okay. Program like this. Excellent. Next and after that, it is a task. Correct. It is a task or action. Excellent. Next, it is an independent flow of execution. Correct or not? An independent flow of execution or not? Flow of execution. Okay, remember. Yes. So very simple, sir. All these things are same. Or it is the part of program, part of process. Both are same. A process can contain multiple threads. Again, a process can contain multiple threads. Same kind of thing only, right? So now a thread is nothing but a flow of execution. Remember this one, sir. A thread is nothing but flow of execution. Observe. So for every thread, there is some job is available. Remember, a flow of execution is nothing but thread. For every thread, sir, there is some job. There is some job available. Okay, available or defined, sir. Once we started a thread, the thread is responsible to do that job. Remember, for every thread, a separate independent job is available. If I will start that thread, automatically that job by default is going to be performed by that thread. Remember, sir, if I have single threaded, only one thread is there. If I have single threaded program like I'm using, then how many threads are available? Respond. How many threads are available? Only single threaded program. How many threads are available? Only one thread. Then all the activities one by one will be executed. Only one flow of execution is there, sir. Okay. If I have multi-threaded program, multi-threaded program like this, right? So if I have multi-threaded program, how many flows of execution is there? Please respond. How many flows of execution is there? Sir, multiple flows of execution. Each flow is responsible to do some activity. Remember that each flow is responsible to do some activity. Sir, if you want the single flow, default Python program or default Java program, always a single flow of execution only. Sir, first line 1. Observe that, sir. line 1, okay, line 1, line 2, line 3, and so on. Sir, after completing line 1, line 2, after completing line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5, line 6, and so on, one by one, it is going to execute. This type of thing is nothing but single threaded. Are you getting that? So, some multiple parts will be executed simultaneously. Multiple flows of execution is there. Such type of thing is nothing but, okay, so multi-threaded program. Multiple flows of execution. Each flow has its own job. All jobs are going to execute simultaneously, so our job by default will become very easy and our total jobs can be completed within the less time. Is the concept of multi-threading. Clear? Especially the new members who don't know about multi-threading. Now are you getting basic idea? The people who are coming from other languages, they aware, but my target is the people who don't know anything about multi-threading. Are you able to understand some basic idea? Are you able to get some idea? Yes, sir. Only one flow of execution is nothing but, okay, single threaded. Multiple flows of execution, each flow is responsible to do certain activity, is nothing but multi-threaded. Remember, sir, by default Python program is a single threaded or multi-threaded? Respond. Is by default Python program either single threaded or multi-threaded? Single threaded. Not only Python, sir, even Java also. Every Java program or every Python program contain only one thread. Contain by default only one thread. That thread is nothing but main thread. That thread itself is nothing but main thread. Remember that, sir. Okay, sir. How you can able to tell, sir, only one thread is available? How you can able to tell that only one thread is available, sir? Okay, remember that. Here, if I want to write, sir, any thread related things, which module I record import? Please, guys, sir, I forgot. Which module I record import? Just now I told which module? Okay, threading. Remember this. Which module we record import? Threading, sir. This threading module contain one function is there. Current thread. Are getting one function is there, son? What is that function name? Current thread. Current thread is always going to return. Current executing thread object. Current executing thread object. On this current executing thread object, you can ask get a name. Hey, what is the name? What is the name? Get name. You can ask us, sir, what is the name of the current executing thread? By default, you people are going to get, yes, current executing thread is the main thread. Something like this you can able to ask. But anyway, what is threading? Threading is a, I respond, what is threading? Threading is a module, inbuilt module, Python's inbuilt module. What is the first function I'm using? Sir, current thread is the first function, which is going to return thread object. On the thread object, I'm calling get name method. On the thread object, I'm calling get name method. Current executing thread object, you people are going to get, sir, what is the name of that thread? If you want to know, get name is the method you require to use. Remember that, sir. Okay, let me go for import threading. Are you getting right? Import threading. Just the print of just the current executing thread. Current executing thread. Current executing thread, sir. Current executing thread. Sir, how you can find current executing thread name? Threading. Please guide, sir. Threading dot. I forgot. Please guide. Threading dot. Which method? Which function we require to use? Respond, man. Threading dot current thread. Threading dot current thread. Now current thread object I'm getting. Oi, what is the current executing thread object? Dot get name. What is the name? What is the name? Like this I'm asking, sir. That's all. It's simple. Current executing thread. Thread dot current thread dot get name. Then automatically here have a look once, sir. Let me execute this code. Okay, py test dot py. Can you please have a look one? What is the current executing thread? Main thread. Remember this one, sir. What is the current executing thread? Main thread. Okay, this is every Python program by default contain one thread. That the thread is the responsible to execute our code. What is the name of that thread? Is nothing but main thread. Clear? are able to get. Not only Python, sir, even Java also. By default contain only one thread. That the thread is nothing but main thread. In Java, we are going to use thread dot. What is that, sir? Thread dot current thread dot get name. Correct or not? Can you please guide? Thread dot current thread dot get name. Correct? Okay, let me save this code as test.java. Okay, Java C test.java. Observe that thread dot current thread dot get name. Okay, Java tester. Do you know what is the output by default? We are going to get main. Regarding what is the current executing thread name in Java, sir, main. Same as Java only. Here also only one thread by default available. That thread is nothing but main thread. Clear? Any doubt? So which module, which functions we are using, better to get much clarity, sir. Okay, like next. Yeah, here just Amit is asking a small doubt. Can you please observe that? Observe his doubt, sir. Okay, what is Amit doubt is, just have a look once. Maybe you may have the same doubt. If current thread will return current thread object, then in the case of multi-thread environment also, it will always give the current thread name, because this code will be executed by any one thread at a time. Correct. Amit, it's always going to return current executing thread. If multiple threads are there, then how you can able to get this line executed by which thread? Yes, I will show with multiple examples, then you people can able to feel more comfortable. But remember, in our program as of now, only one thread is there. That thread itself is nothing but main thread. Clear? Okay, so now let me go for, sir, how to create threads in Python. Regarding I want to create threads in the Python, multiple approaches are there, sir. In how many ways we can able to create threads, okay, in Python? The ways of creating thread in Python. Remember that. Sir, how you can able to create? The ways of creating a thread in Python, what are various possible ways are there, sir? Very simple. We can create a thread in Python by using 3 ways. Regarding in how many ways we can create a thread, sir? By using 3 ways. So sometimes you can write a class, sometimes we may not write a class. Sir, I'm the procedural oriented programmer. I don't want to write any class. Regarding, so first one, creating a thread, sir, without using any class, any class. This is the first way, sir. Okay, next, creating a thread without sir, by extending thread class, thread class. Okay, this is by extending thread class. Devendra, I didn't get your doubt. Can you please? Sir, only one method is there. What is that? Devendra. Only one method is there. Which one? So no, there are 3 ways. 3 ways are available. First way, creating a thread without using create a thread without using any class. I don't want to use any class, right? Create a thread by extending thread class. What is the third one, sir? Creating a thread, okay, without extending thread class. Observe, sir, without extending thread class, extending thread class. Okay, like usually these are 3 approaches we are going to use to create a thread in Python. What is the first way? Can you please read? What is the first way? Creating a thread without using any class. I don't want to use any class, right? Any class. Second one, sir, creating a thread by extending thread class. Creating a thread without extending thread class. How you can able to do all the 3 ways I want to show for you people, so that you people are going to see multiple threads. You can able to see, sir. Okay, how we can, just let me explain all the 3 approaches, right? Remember, Devendra, threading module contain multiple methods. Don't feel current thread is the only one method. Devendra, multiple methods are available. While the code going on, while the concept going on, I will introduce some more things. Don't worry much. Okay. Next, implementing interface and so on. No such type of terminology, Amit. Just legend only these words. Sir, what is the first way? I forgot. What is the first way? Creating a thread without using. Okay, respond, man. Creating a thread without using any class. Sir, I don't want to use any class. One way. Second one, sir, by extending thread class. Sir, you can use the class, but you are not required to extend the thread class. Are you getting? So we can use a class by extending thread class. You can write a class, but you are not required to extend the thread class. There are three ways are there based on your comfort. Anyway, you are allowed to use, no problem at all, sir. Okay, legend. How you can able to do that? Very simple, sir. Very simple. Just have a look once. Have a look once. So here first line, I want to go for creating a thread without using any class. I don't want to use any class, right? Because Python is the functional programming also. Functional programming also. That facility I want to use. From threading, import star. Import star. So threading related any kind of thing happily directly I can use. Okay. Just take one method, sir. Def. Just I'm taking display. Def display. Just you can take one method. Our own method, sir. Print off. Okay. Print off. Legend very carefully, sir. This code executed by thread. This code executed by thread. Which threads are how you can able to get? How you can able to get current thread? Current thread dot get name. Have you remembered current thread dot get name? Like this, I have one function in there. Of course, multi-threading, multiple jobs simultaneously. That concept I will discuss. Don't worry. Here two threads are there or not. I want to check, sir. Okay, def display. Okay, now this is just simple a function, sir. Now, yet at this point of time, here this is my code, just normal code, scripting code. Yet at this line, only one thread is there. What is that thread, sir? Main thread. Remember this one, only one thread is there. What is that thread, sir? Main thread. Okay, main thread can do these things one by one. But my requirement is, this is a display job. Can you please execute as a separate flow of execution by child thread? Are you getting as a separate flow by child thread? Can you please do that? I want to do. How you can do is T is equal to thread. Have you observed? I'm creating thread class object. Just within bracket, I have to pass the argument. Target is equal to display. Oi, can you please create a thread object? Sir, with what target? Target is nothing but job. With what jobs are okay? Like this is the job. Display is the function. It has to execute like that. Sir, after this line, how many threads are there? Only one thread. That is the main thread only. Because the reason is main thread created child thread object, but the main thread not started that child thread. Remember this one very carefully, sir. Here, if you want just the current thread dot get name I'm taking. Can you please have a look once, sir? This code executed by current thread. Which is the current thread here? Please respond. Which is the current thread here? Ayo, respond. Which is the current thread, sir? Main thread. Sir, after this line also, which is the current thread, sir? Main thread only. Remember, after this line also, which is the current thread? Main thread only. Because main thread created child thread object. Main thread created child thread object. But okay, main thread not started that child thread. Remember, only sir car is ready, but no one is going to start that car. So that's why no separate flow. Just the created thread object, but not started. If you want, observe a bit very carefully, sir. Okay, test.py. Are you getting? Which is the thread? Main thread. After that also, which is the main thread only. Okay, like this. Now, what I want to do? Main thread. Can you please tell? This line executed by which thread? Sir, this type of analysis must be required. This is a shaded line. executed by which thread? Main thread. This line executed by which thread? Main thread. Remember this one. Main thread creates a child thread object. That the child thread is the responsible to execute display method. Now observe this one, sir. So from this line, you should aware main thread creates child thread object. Creates a child thread object. Main thread creates child thread object. Child thread object. Child thread object is responsible to execute. Child thread object is responsible to execute display method. This display method execution is job of the thread. Remember, this display method execution itself is nothing but job of the thread. But what is the name of the child thread? I don't know. Sir, my Python is going to give which name I will show. Don't worry about that. Sir, now t dot start. Sir, now listen very carefully, sir. So, Divya, can you please respond? This line executed by which thread? Array, respond, ma'am. This line executed by which thread? Hey, respond. Main thread. So, can I use the word main thread creates a child thread object? Hey, respond. Main thread creates a child thread object. Yes, these words are very, very important. Creates child thread object. Okay. Next, this line executed by which threads are? Main thread only. This line executed by which threads are? Main thread only. So I can use the word main thread starts a child thread. Main thread starts a child thread. Remember that. Are you getting? Main thread is the responsible to create chain. Next, the main thread is the responsible to start a child thread. Do you know? Parent and a child. Someone asked parent thread, child thread. Here, which thread is the parent thread, sir? Main thread is the parent thread. Child thread is nothing but child. Clear, right? Okay. Whenever we are starting t dot start, how many threads are there? Okay. Make sure, sir. Now, up to this only one thread, main thread. But once we are using t dot start, main thread by default will be there. In addition to that, child thread is also going to start. Remember, this is the child thread flow, this is the main thread flow. Remember, then what is the job of child thread? The job of child thread already you define. That's why this display function executed by child thread. Display function executed by child thread. Then what is the job of main thread? If you are writing any code here, that code is executed by main thread only. Remember, sir, can you please tell child thread is the responsible to do which job? Execution of display method. This thing is going to take care by child thread. Sir, in that I don't. This code executed by thread. Now I can able to see what is the child thread name. What is the child thread name? Okay. Now here print off this code executed by thread. Can you please tell this line executed by which thread? Please respond. This line executed by which thread? Right. Shaded part. This line executed by which thread? Main thread. Remember. Main thread. Remember. This line executed by which thread? Child thread. The new members especially who don't know multi-threading, please more. Once you are getting clarity, remaining things will become very, very easy, sir. The people who knows already, please more patience level because we require to cover those people also. Okay. Remember, sir. Here this line I created child thread. Oh, I'm creating child thread to execute display. Then automatically if I start this one, immediately child is ready. But child job here to execute only display. But if you are taking any other line, this line is executed by normal main thread only. Remember that, sir. Now I can use the word, sir. This flow is always going to take care by main thread only. But whenever we are using t dot start, sir, separate flow by default is going to come. That flow is nothing but child thread. What is the job of that child thread? Is nothing but execution of display method. That's it, man. Any doubt up to this? I will execute. Don't worry about that. Please. Do you have any doubt? In this program, how many threads are there? In this program, how many threads are there? How many? 2 threads are there, sir. In this program, how many threads? 2 threads are there. Main thread and the child thread. Display function executed by which thread? Display function executed by which thread? Main thread or child thread? child thread. Sir, next, if you are taking normal line, who is the responsible to execute, sir? Main thread is the responsible. Now let me execute this code. Sir, one small clarity I have to provide. It may be good news for most of the people. Python multi-threading, Java's multi-threading, there is no much difference. Concept wise, everything is same. So the people who are coming from Java background, happily you can feel more comfort. Okay, it is same copy paste only, but maybe terminology may be changed. Okay, observe that. So Java copied Pythons or Python copied Javas. Pardasarthi? Huh? Java copied Python's concept or Python copied Java's concept? Pardasarthi, Java copied Python. I know you are the favor of, remember, Python came 1989, Java came 1996. Remember that. So, okay, well, now have a look once, because Pardasarthi is always fancy about, Java. Just the code executed by, this code executed by the thread 1. Remember this one, sir? What is this one, sir? This code. Okay, this code executed by thread 1, because both the things are same. The display function. Okay, sir, this code means display function. Display function. I'm using the word display function executed by. Can you please execute display function executed by thread 1? But it is executed by main thread. Remember that, sir, this code executed by main thread. Sir, are you seeing two threads in our output or not? I respond. Are you seeing two threads in our output or not? Yes. So what is the first thread? Main thread, sir. Main thread, and second thread 1. This thread 1 is the default name provided by Python whenever I'm creating child thread, because I define only job. Hey, child thread, you are responsible to do this job. I didn't provide any name for my child thread. How you can provide that part? I will take care. Default name provided for my child thread is nothing but thread 1. If I create one more thread, then thread 2. If I create one more thread 3, that is the naming convention followed by Python while creating default thread names. Clear? Are you in a position to understand, right? Okay, that's all. Sir, first multi-threaded program. Yes, just to get the basic idea, it's a very clear. Set name, get name, all the terminology, the common. We will discuss in detail, don't worry. Sir, first aware how to create a thread, how to start a thread. Okay, initially main thread is available, but after t.start, main thread is available, child thread is also available. Main thread can do the job, child thread also can do the job simultaneously. Remember, so that we are going to get some, both the activities will be performed simultaneously. Within the less time we can able to complete our task. Remember, okay, clear, right? So now let me go for more meaningful. Examples, sir. Okay, like, sir, here target is equal to display only. I mean method names only. Devendra, yes, it should be the method name only. Okay, well, sorry, Nandakishore, yes, it's also possible. Shortcut, but anyway, I can't explain, but it's possible. Don't worry about that. Acceptable. Okay, dot start, but here thread off like this, dot start. Instead of taking two lines, Nandakishore is telling, sir, why don't you take a single line? Yes, perfectly possible. Creating the thread object and starting the thread in a single line. Yes, it is acceptable, no problem at all. Okay, that's all. This is just a basic idea how we can define a thread without writing any separate class, because procedural programming oriented way I'm writing the class. Okay, let me go for one more small example so that you people can feel more comfortable, right? Okay, now my question is, listen carefully. I want to define a thread. Which module we record import? Please guide. I forgot which module we require to use. Threading import start. Just few minutes, right? From threading import start. Next, I'm taking sir, display is my function name. Assume that. Earlier I told only one line. Now you can define big activity. Weak activity for I in range of 1 to 11. For I in range of 1 to 11. For I in range of 1 to 11. How many times this one is going to be executed, sir? R for I in range of 10. How many times this for loop is going to execute? Can you please tell? 10 times. 10 times, right? Print of just I'm taking, sir, change the thread. Print of just I'm taking change the thread. Oh, this is the job of child thread, man. This is the job of child thread. Remember this. Now T is equal to, yes, I want to create a child thread to execute this display. What is the way, sir? Thread of target is equal to display. Target is equal to display. T dot I have one small doubt. This line executed by which thread? Okay, respond. All the new members, please respond. This line executed by which thread? Main thread. So means main thread creates child thread object. Now after this line, at line number 7 in my code, how many threads are there? How many threads are available? After this line, how many threads are available? Only one thread. Only one thread. Because you created child thread object, but you didn't start. That's why only one thread is available, main thread only. Now, sir, T dot start. This line executed by which thread? This line executed by which thread? Which thread? Main thread. So main thread creates a child thread object. Main thread starts that child thread. After T dot start, how many threads are available? Respond. How many threads are available? Two threads. Main thread and child thread. What is the job of child thread? Please respond. What is the job of child thread? The job of child thread is execute display method. Clear indication. This code executed by child thread. Remember this one, sir. This code executed by child thread. Its name is the thread of 1. Remember. If I'm taking any code here, which thread is the responsible to execute that code? If I'm taking any code here, which thread is the responsible to execute that code? Can you please tell? Which thread is the responsible to execute? Main thread is the responsible to execute this code. Remember, okay? Now let me go for I in range of 10, sir. For I in range of 10, print of main thread. Like this, I'm taking some main thread like this. So the job of child thread is printing child thread 10 times. The job of main thread is printing main thread 10 times. Do you know? Can you please guide what is the output we are going to get? Please respond, each and every person. If I run this code, what is the output I will get now? Array, what is the output we are going to get now? Yes. Good. The new members especially, please respond. Few minutes, and the remaining things will become very easy. What is the output we are going to get? Such child thread 10 times 10 times main thread. Okay. Remember, I want order. In which order the output is going to come? I want order. In which order the output is going to come? Okay, first child thread followed by main thread, or first main thread followed by child thread, or one time child thread, one time main thread. Okay, like make sure. Yes, what is the output by default you are going to get? Okay, remember that. Here after T dot start, how many threads are there? 2 threads are there, sir. After this line, how many threads are there? 2 threads are there. So one is the main, next and after that, second one is a child. Remember, one is the main, second one is the child thread. If multiple threads are available, in which order these threads are going to execute, we can't decide. Remember, if multiple threads are available, in which order these threads are going to be executed, we can't decide. It depends on underlying operating system, underlying processor. Okay, it is varied from system to system. It is varied from run to run. That's why if multi-threading is there, if multiple threads are there, we can't give the guarantee for an exact output. Okay, some mixed output by default we are going to get. Then immediately you may ask, Sir, if you are not giving the order, if you are not giving the guarantee for the order of execution, how you can use this multi-threading concept? Yes, anyone having this doubt? You can't tell. You can't tell exactly this is the output by default we are going to get, sir. Otherwise, there is no guarantee. First child thread, next main thread, or main thread followed by child thread. Otherwise, no guarantee. Then immediately you ask, sir, if you can't predict order, then how you can use multi-threading concept in our program? Anyone having the doubt? Anyone having the doubt? Can you please? Yes. Anyone having the doubt? If you can't predict order, then how you can use this multi-threading concept in our programming? Remember, very important, sir. When we should go for multi-threading concept? When we should go for multi-threading concept? Anyone can you please tell? If you have independent jobs are there. If there is no dependency, if you have independent job, then only you can go for multi-threading. Array, this is one independent job, this is one independent job, this is the one independent job, this is another independent job. Sir, there is no dependency between there. Then in which order they are going to execute? What is the problem with me? Are you getting that? At last, both the things are completed or not within the less time. That is what I have to worry. In which order they completed, that's not required because there is no dependency between these. Then immediately master, sir, I want first child thread, after that main thread, or first I want main thread, after that child thread. If you have specific order, don't go for multi-threading. Regarding don't go for multi-threading concept. So once the jobs are independent, there is no dependency at all, then only we should go for multi-threading concept. Any doubt? Any doubt? Yes, clear for all of you, right? Okay, now let me execute this code. Sir, have you observed, right? So first 3 times a child thread came, and after that 3 times main thread came. What wonderful. Next only 1 time child thread, and then 1 time main thread, and then 1 time child main child, 2 times a child, 1 time main, 2 times like what is this concept, sir? This is Devendra. Synchronization is nowhere related to this concept. That is the different concept we will discuss. But don't worry. Synchronization not to make the order. Okay, don't worry about that. It is not that case. Okay, leave that word. We will discuss in detail about that. Yeah, sir, I hope everyone can able to understand, right? Sir, am I getting mixed output or not? Yes. Okay. Now my doubt is first, which thread got the chance? Which thread got the chance? First, which thread got the chance? Child thread. How many times the child thread executed? 3 times. For loop, 3 times. Immediately main is getting the chance for 3. Next, 1 time child, 1 time main, 1 time child, 1 time main. Immediately 2 times. So you can't tell exact order, man. Let me execute again. Let me execute again. Then the output changed or not? The output changed or not? Earlier 3 times a child thread, sir, but now only 2 times a child thread. Only 2 times a child thread. Next main child, and so on. Let me execute again. Now observe. Oh, only 1 time child thread, 1 time main thread. Child thread, main thread, and so on. Okay, like this. Yes, observe child, main, like this type. So run to run, the output will be changed. We can't give the guarantee for the order. Yes, Debasis, we can use the priorities that we will discuss soon. But just concentrate here. Up to this is that clear for all of you, right? Now, sir, how many threads are there in this program? How many threads are there in this program? 2 threads. 2 threads are there. Now, in which order the threads are executing? Can you please tell first which one is going to come? Either first thread or second thread. Which one is going to get in the chance? Sorry, don't ask that. There is no guarantee. It depends on underlying operating system. It depends on underlying processor, which we can't expect. Run to run, mission to mission, different outputs are going to come. Then immediately, run to run, mission to mission, different outputs. How you can use multi-threading concept? I told jobs are independent. In which order they are going to execute? What is the problem with me? That's all, friends. Okay, clear how you can define a thread by creating thread without using any class. I'm not using any class here. Okay, this is the approach 1. Okay, now we can go for second approach. Creating a thread by extending thread class. Creating a thread without extending thread class. How you can able to do? These are 2 ways we will discuss. Up to this, any doubt? Clear? Clear for all of you, right? Yes, that's all. Just take few minutes break. I will continue again. Is we had a clear discussion about how to define a thread by without using any class, procedural oriented approach. Right? Now I have to discuss how you can create a class, create a thread by extending thread class. This is the more ready-made, sir. It is the more ready-made. So it is the very easy, sir. Okay. What we can able to do is, sir, do you know thread is predefined class present inside threading module. Yes, in the last example, if you observe that thread is a class. We are creating thread object. Remember that, sir. We are creating thread object by passing this argument. Okay. So what this line is doing, I'm creating thread object. Thread is a predefined class. Remember that. Okay. Next, I want to create a thread by extending thread class. So the people who don't know about object-oriented programming, just remember a bit carefully, sir. Yes, this example, without using any class, I didn't use my own any class, right? But now I'm ready to go for with the class, my own class. How you can able to do that? Okay, then, sir, I'm taking class A. Okay, class A, I'm taking. Just have a look once, sir. I'm taking class A. Next, statement 1, statement 2, like this I'm taking. Can you please tell what I did, sir? Can you please tell what I did? I'm defining a class. Sir, A is equal to A, like this I'm taking. What this line is doing? Can you please tell the people who are not familiar with object-oriented programming, please? A is equal to A. What I'm doing? I'm just creating an object. Suppose here observe that I'm taking class B. Sir, statement 1, statement 2, like this, I'm defining a class. But make sure, sir, within bracket A, I'm taking. What I'm doing? Anyone can you please tell? Within bracket A, I'm taking. What is the meaning of this line? We are creating child class for A. Which is the child class? Which is the parent class? Right? Remember this one. Which is the parent class? Which is the child class? A is the parent class, B is the child class. Remember, so in Java, most of the people are coming from Java background, right? Class B extends A. Regarding class B extends A, like this we are going to write this line, equivalent line in Python is nothing but this is the code. Okay, within bracket something I'm taking means you are extending, you are creating child class for this class. Such a type of thing is by default considered. Yes, sir, how to create child and so on. Okay, now I'm ready to go for creating a thread by extending thread class. I require to do that. How you can do, sir? Very simple. Don't worry, same code only, but from the scratch I'm writing, sir. Sir, from threading import start. Okay, like now class my thread. Are you getting what I'm taking, sir? Class my thread of thread. Yes. Can you please guide what I'm doing? Now you can able to see what I'm doing. I'm creating child class for thread class. What is my child class name? My thread is the child class. We are creating child class for thread class. Okay. In this, write a class extends the thread class. Write a class, sir, create a child class for the thread, and you can override one method. What is that method, sir? Run method. Are you getting a run method? Sir, it is the more or less Java specific terminology. Remember that, more or less Java specific terminology. Thread class contain run method. We require to override run method, sir, to define our job. What I'm taking for I in range of 10. Sir, for I in range of 10. Sir, print child thread, like this I'm taking, sir. Assume that child thread 1. Okay, like this I'm taking, because you people may feel, sir, sorry, showing old output only second time also. Here I'm changing something, child thread 1. Okay, like this I'm doing, sir. Now, sir, up to this, what I did, observe that a bit carefully, sir. I define a class that extends a thread class. That extends a thread class means I'm creating child class for thread. I'm overriding which method, sir? Run method. What is the job I'm writing inside run method? This is, sir, whatever the code you are writing inside run method, that code itself is by default considered as, okay, job of the thread. Okay, earlier we define inside display method. Now whatever job you want to perform, you want to define for your thread, where you have to define that job inside a run method. Remember that, sir. Next, and after that, here self we are using. Self is nothing but something like this keyword in Java, current pointer to current object, which is always pointing to current object. Remember that, which is always sir, pointing to current object, like this, right? So now let me repeat. If anyone having the doubt, don't keep that doubt in your mind. Please ask, so that I will repeat, because some people may not familiar with OOPS concept. Some people may not familiar. Okay, like that's why just I will spend some time. Don't worry. Yes, here just take a bit special care. Sir, what this line is doing? Raja, what this line is doing? What this line is doing? We are defining child class for thread class. We are defining child class for thread class, or we are extending thread class. In that, I'm defining run method. I'm defining run method. Okay, so thread class already contain run method. I don't want that bleedy run method, just I'm overriding. Regarding this concept is called overriding. Parent class method, if you are going to define again in the child class, that thing is nothing but overriding. Next, for every instance method, you require to pass a self. Self is reference variable to current object. This something like in Java, this keyword. What the purpose of this? This is always pointing to current object. Like that, self is always pointing to current object. Internally, Python is going to use. We are not required to pass. But at the time of instance method declaration, compulsory we should declare like that only. Next, for this job already you people aware. Clear, right? Up to this any doubt? Up to this any doubt? Just it is everything in the fixed syntax. This is the fixed. This one is the fixed. Only job you require to change. Okay. Now, yes. Okay. So now what you have to do? T is equal to my thread. T is equal to my thread. My thread. T is equal to my thread. Directly T dot start. You are not required to pass target and so on. Regarding, because we are defining the job inside run method. That's why we are not required to define any target such type of terminology. Remember this, okay? Whatever the code inside run method, it will be executed. That by default considered as job of the thread. Okay? Once we start T dot start, automatically child thread by default is going to start, which is the responsible to execute run method. Remember that we are not required to pass target is equal to run something like automatically. My Python can able to understand that. Sir, after this T dot start, how many threads are there? After T dot start, how many threads are there? How many threads are there? 2 threads. After T dot start, how many threads are there? 2 threads are there, sir. Now, child thread is the responsible to execute run method. Main thread is the responsible to execute remaining code. For I in range of 10, sir. For I in range of 10, okay. Main thread like this I'm taking, sir. Okay. Main thread 1, something like I'm taking. Now, take a bit very special care about this one, sir. So I hope you people can be aware. Okay, 1 minute. Just observe a bit carefully, sir. There are multiple doubts are there. Still in this code, anyone having the doubt, can you please, sir, ask so that I will. Yes, T is equal to my thread. Vijaya, what I'm doing, I'm creating an object for my thread. My thread is the child class of thread. My thread is the child class of thread. That's why we are creating thread object only. Okay. Next, the target is not used because the reason is if you are taking any code inside run method, automatically that thing is by default considered the target. Remember, we are not required to specify target explicitly, Vishnu. Because if you are taking class my thread extends the thread class and you override the run method, automatically once we started this thread, automatically it is going to consider run method as the job. We are not required to specify like that. Okay, that's all. So I'm creating a class by extending thread class. Joel, observe that I'm creating a class that extends a thread class. Okay, like next run on for I in range of 10. So run method. Just observe what I'm doing. I'm creating a child class. I'm creating a child class for thread. In that I'm defining run method. Sir, this process is the fixed process. It is not going to vary from run to run. It's not going to vary from example to example. Sir, it's always fixed syntax. Next, it is always fixed syntax. Only, sir, example to example, which thing will be changed, sir? This is the job will be changed. You can define whatever job you want for the child thread. That is the only thing it's going to change. Next, once we created my thread object, and once we started t.start, automatically, sir, which job is going to execute? Whatever the code present inside run method, this one will become job of thread. Remember that this one will become job of thread. Automatically, yes, this job is going to be executed. Clear? Joel, Joyce, I hope you can able to understand, right? That's all. Now let me run same kind of thing. By default you are going to get, sir. Yes, good. Now my question is, in this, okay, how many predefined words are there? Anyone can you please tell? So these words are predefined. Thread is the predefined class name. T.start is the predefined method name present inside thread class. Run is the predefined. You can't use M1, M2, M3 and so on. Okay, remember that it is also predefined. Yes, observe that. Run is the predefined method in thread class. Yes, Devendra, correct. Okay, if we do not extend thread class, then only we require to use target. Yes, Vishnu, correct. Because we are extending thread class, we are not required to use target. Remember. Okay, if we are not extending thread class, then only we require to use a target. Vishnu, getting right? Yes, correct. You are correct. Okay, next self is, of course, in the OOPS concept we will discuss. Self is also not predefined word. Any XYZ also you can use. Don't worry about that. As of now, that is not our discussion. Self means pointer to current object. Remember only that word. Okay, let me execute this code. Yes, ma'am. Child thread, main thread, like a mixed output by default you are going to get. Sir. I hope any explanation is required. Run to run, the output is changing or not. Mixed output by default you are going to get, sir. This is okay. Now my next important point. What is the range? Range is also predefined thing only, predefined function. Yes, good. I mean, so that's all. So how to define a thread by extending thread class is nothing but like this. Okay, sir, everything is the more ready-made. Most of the times, highly recommended. We should use this approach only. Remember that, sir. Okay. Now my question is, sir, I don't want to extend the thread class. Do you have any alternative? Is there? Okay. Do you have any alternative? Is there? Yes, ma'am. Creating a thread without extending thread class. Oh, if you are not going to extend thread class, if you are not going to use run method, then compulsory we require to specify target. Remember that. How you can, sir? Okay. Now my requirement is, sir, just observe that class. This is the test I'm taking, sir. This is the test. I'm not extending like this. Just I'm taking display. Some method, my own method. So if you are not extending thread, then you are not required to use run and so on. Class test, normal class. I'm defining a normal class test. Next, I'm defining a display method, my own method, sir, child thread 2, like this I'm taking, sir. Sir, up to this, any doubt? Sir, what is the either any link between thread and a tester? Either any link between thread class and a tester class? No link. You are not using anywhere. You are not specifying anywhere, sir. There is no link at all. Remember that. There is no link at all, sir. Okay. Like so, here just I'm taking, just I'm writing my own class. Display is my own. My own argument, right? My own method, right? Now T is equal to tester. Observe that, sir. T is equal to tester. Oh, can you please create test object? Test object, right? Now, sir, instead of T, because usually we are using T approach for child, for thread, right? Obj is equal to test. Any name you can use, no problem at all. Now T is equal to thread on. Good. Can you please expect? Can you please expect? Compulsory we record to pass target. Target is equal to obj dot display. Obj dot display. Target is equal to obj dot display because it is the instance method. Instance method we can call by using object reference only. That's why obj dot display t dot start. Regarding t dot start, t is equal to thread of target is equal to obj dot display t dot start. Like this I'm taking, sir. So after t dot start, how many threads are available? After t dot start, how many threads are available? Two threads. Two threads. Child thread is the responsible to execute this function, display function, display method, right? Main thread is the responsible to execute the remaining code for I in range of 10. For I in range of 10. Print of sir main thread 2. Print of main thread 2. Main thread 2 I'm taking, sir. Just some change in our output. Now observe a bit very carefully, sir. Child thread followed by main thread. Child thread followed by main thread. If I run once again, child thread, main thread, like, sir, mixed output by default we are going to get. Mixed output by default we are going to get. Okay, make sure, sir. You should aware. Clear, right? Sir, all possible ways for defining multi-threading. These are three ways, sir. Without using any class you can do. Write a class that extends thread class. Write a class without extending thread class. All the approaches by default we can able to do that. But in general, good programming practice is always better to go for second approach, right? Clear? Any doubt? Devendra Kumar, you are asking something. We can pass the reference of other object to run method. We can pass the reference. No, you should not pass. Devendra. Generally, we won't. Generally, we won't pass arguments. Okay, because usually most of the times, but in other languages also, whatever parent method declaration is there, same declaration we are going to follow in the child. If the parent won't take any argument, in the child also most of the times we won't take any argument. That is the approach generally we are following. What is the self in display? Self means pointer to current object. Pointer to current object. So it is always implicit variable referring the current object. In Java, something like this keyword. This keyword like that. Remember in the OOPS concept we will discuss about self. Just aware if any instance method, if you want to declare in Python, compulsory we should pass self argument. Remember that, sir. Without self argument you can't consider it is the instance method. Okay, just aware that in the OOPS we will discuss in detail. Don't worry about this self. What is the use, how you can use this self and so on, we will discuss in the OOPS concept. Just remember, if you want to define any instance method inside a class, compulsory that method first argument should be self. Sir, you can take class method also, no problem at all. But how you can call class method? By using class name. You can take class method also. Devasis. Without object reference because it is a function. Srivani, it is a normal function. But here this method is available inside a test class. You can call this method present inside test class by using object reference. Srivani. Okay, next. Devasis. Static keyword is not there in Python, but we can do that by using static method decorator. Okay, in the OOPS we will discuss much about that. Don't worry. Clear? Just I'm creating an object. This line Devasis, Vishnu, I'm creating an object because if you want to call, okay, any method of the class, sir, object must be required. Instance method, object must be required. Clear? Static method concept is there, class method concept is there. In the OOPS concept, we are going to discuss, Venki. Don't worry. Next, which approach is the recommended? Generally recommended approach, extends the thread class is highly recommended approach. Remember, extends the thread class. Define a thread by extending thread class is a highly recommended approach. It is recommended to use that. Clear? Any explanation is required? Up to this? Why it is recommended? It is the standard way, standard approach, Srivani. It's the standard approach because all these things are indirect approaches. You have to specify target explicitly, and we have to do some explicit work. But there we are not required to do anything. Inside run, define the job, automatically my thread is going to call the run method. If you are not passing target, then it will call run method automatically. But where is the run? That is the problem. That's why you should specify explicitly. That's all. Now by this time, I hope everyone in the position to understand in how many ways we can define a thread. We can create a thread in Python like this. Sir, in case 1, I want to create a number of threads at the same time. Yes, ma'am, you can able to do that. No problem at all. You can create multiple threads. You can create multiple threads simultaneously. Any number of threads. Don't feel only one thread. Any number of threads we can able to do that. Yes, Arpita, can you please have a look once? Can you please have a look once? Multiple threads you can able to do that. Srivani, we extend the thread class, we can't extend any other class, right? Srivani, that was the Java, but in Python multiple inheritance is there. Don't worry. Multiple inheritance is there. Don't worry about that. Now I have one small doubt, sir. Okay, one small doubt. Based on your doubt, I'm keep on explaining the thing. In this example, please guide. In this example, how many threads are there? In this example, how many threads are there? 2 threads. One is the main thread, second one is the child thread. Now what I want to do, child thread. Here observe child thread executed by child thread executed by. I want to know current thread name. What is the way? Current underscore thread dot get name. Get name like this. I have to do that. Okay, I have to do that, right? Now, sir, I'm taking t is equal to t1 is equal to thread of target. Forget about main thread. Let me remove this code. Let me remove this code, sir. Okay. Here t1 is equal to thread of target is equal to obj1 dot display. Next t2, t3, t4 like this. I'm taking, sir. This is second thread object, third thread object, fourth thread object. Next one after that, t1 dot start, t2 dot start, t3 dot start like this. t1 dot start, t2 dot start, t3 dot start, and then t4 dot start. Observe. In this example, other than main concept, main concept. How many threads are there? Main thread. How many threads are there? 4 threads are there. 4 threads are there. Observe that. Now, is it possible to define multiple threads or not? Yes, we can able to do that. Now observe that. Now observe a bit very carefully, sir. So here child thread 1 executed by thread 1, thread 2. These are the names automatically generated, not my own names, right? Thread 3, thread 4. Are you getting? How many threads are there, sir? So 4 threads are available other than main. All the threads are executing simultaneously. If you want, you can able to observe. All the threads are executing simultaneously. Okay, like you should aware, right? Clear? Okay, that's all. Still are having multiple doubts. 1 minute, sir. Yes, multi-threading concept is helpful for JP already everywhere. Compulsory, you should aware. Each thread will execute this for loop 10 times. Remember that each thread is going to execute this display method. Once this thread is going to execute display method, then automatically it is going to execute for loop 10 times. So T1 will execute for loop 10 times, T2 will execute for loop 10 times like that. Vijaya. Getting? Next up. Here only 4 threads are there. Every thread is responsible to execute this for loop 10 times. That's all. Next up. Can we put these repeated statements inside a loop. Yes, why not? We can able to do that, Arpita. Yes, an existing thread class approach, it is the overriding run method is mandatory. I mean, we can define target also to that. Will that possible? Yes. Deva says, if you are going to write the run, if you are going to write the run method, then you are not required to pass. Still, I want to pass is nothing, but you can do that. Yes, possible. We can give name to a thread. Yes, that part I'm going to discuss. Don't worry. Thread synchronization, a bigger concept, you can expect soon. Don't worry about that. Okay. Kura Vijaya, I didn't get you. Can you spell out? I want to total 10 times then. I mean, 10 threads you want to execute. Each thread executes for 10 times. I mean, for loop 10 times. For loop 10 times. Yes, already executing, right? Sir, this for loop executed by first thread. This for loop executed by second thread. This for loop executed by third thread. Yes, total how many times, right? 40 times, correct. Because for loop of 10 times, 4 threads are there like this. Yes, we can able to create within the for loop also. Yes, this total, this is the job for the first thread, this is the job for the second thread, this is the job for the third thread. It is not inside a class, it is outside of the class. This line outside of the class, Rivani, the class already completed here only. The class is already completed, class definition here only. Now this one is outside of the class. Okay. Yes, we can able to do that, no problem at all. That is our next example. Who is asking? Vaibhav, that is our next example. Defining some other methods like that. We will discuss, don't worry. Yeah, that's all, friends. Okay, let me go for next method. Let me go for next thing, sir. Yes, outside of the class, but without any method or class. Yes, we can do, because Python will provide support for procedure oriented programming also. Just this is the scripting, line by line it's going to execute. Okay, now let me go for a small chota example. What is the biggest advantage of multi-threading? Anyone, can you please tell? What is the biggest advantage of multi-threading concept? Please respond. Please respond. What is the biggest advantage of multi-threading? We can improve performance by reducing response time. Are you getting? We can improve performance by reducing response time. Sir, can you please explain with a small example? With multi-threading, without multi-threading, can you please tell a small coding example, so that we can believe really is it going to be happened or not? Okay, programmatically I want to show for you, right? Okay, just take a bit very special care. What I'm trying to take is, observe that without multi-threading, with multi-threading, I want to take some code. Observe that, sir. I don't want to use okay multi-threading concept. Just import time module, because I want to show time also. I want to count the time also, right? Def, sir, here def doubles of numbers you have to pass. 1 minute. Observe that, sir. What is numbers? What is numbers? Is nothing but numbers is sir a list. Sir. Numbers is equal to list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5, 6. Like this, 6 numbers are there, sir. Just you can call, sir, you know, doubles method, doubles function by passing numbers. What I want to take for I in numbers, for each number present inside numbers, what it's going to do is, can you please print a double value? What is the double value of n? For each number in print. But before that, can you please sleep for 1 second? Sleep for 1 second, because I want to show total execution time. I'm keeping intentionally sleeping, and then print of double. Sir, is double is 2 into n. Okay, that's all. This is about double function what I have. Listen very carefully, sir. This is the double function what I have. Now I'm taking def squares function. DEF squares function, same terminology, numbers for n in numbers, next time dot sleep of 1 second, print the squares, print square here, square is just I'm taking square is n into n. Okay, that's all. So total, how many functions are available? Anyone can you please tell? Total, how many functions are available, sir? 2 functions are available. One is the doubles function, second one is the squares function, right? What I'm trying to take before calling this one, just I'm taking begin time is equal to time dot time. Okay, time module contain time function. So to know current time, begin time is nothing but time dot time. Next, what I'm trying to call, okay, just what I want to do is now call the first function, call the second function, call the first function, call the second function, and print the total time taken. Okay, this is about my requirement, right? So first function doubles are numbers. First function I'm calling. Next one after that squares of numbers. Second function I'm calling. Print the total time taken. The total time taken. Like I want to print, sir. What I will take is, sir, begin time minus time dot time. What is the current time? Sir, observe it very carefully, sir. No, I took the reverse it seems. Are you getting? So first end time 1 minute. Let me define end time is equal to time dot time. Okay. Now end time minus begin time. That's all. Simple, sir. Simple. Any doubt about this one? We are not using any threading concept. Without multi-threading, what is the output we are going to get? With the multi-threading, if I can apply this for this example multi-threading concept, what is the how much time it's going to take? I want to show programmatically, right? Okay, have a look once. Any doubt? Please respond. Any doubt? Are you able to understand, right? Okay, just before calling these two functions, what is the begin time? After completing these two functions, what is the end time? Under the total time taken. I'm just trying to print this up. Okay, well, observe carefully, sir. Let me take, yes, 22, 44, 66, 88, 10, 12, squares 1, 4, 9 square values, because I kept sleeping for 1 second, right? Total time taken. How much time is taking, sir? 12 seconds. 12.03 seconds. Sir, this is the time what is taken without the multi-threading concept. Okay, same program I want to explain with the multi-threading. Really performance improvement is there or not? I want to show, sir. Let me take one more file, because if I'm going to override, you may not see much things. Okay, now can I use multi-threading concept here for the same? Let me copy paste, because I don't want to repeat. Sir, write import. Here, see this one. From threading import star. From threading import star. Sir, this is the def like this. Numbers are there, sir. Begin time. Okay, like this. Sir, you are calling in this program. I mean this program. How many threads are there? Please respond. In this program, how many threads are there? How many threads are there? Hey, respond. How many threads are there? Only one thread. What is that thread? Main thread. Are you getting how many threads are there, sir? Only one thread. Main thread is only one. But now I don't want only one thread, man. Sir, multiple threads I want. Okay. I want to call double function, not by the main thread. A separate child thread is the responsible. T is equal to T1 is equal to thread of. Can you please observe? Target is equal to which function? Target is equal to which function? Which function we require to call? Doubles. Are you getting doubles function? Target is equal to doubles. Okay. 1 minute, sir. this doubles function expecting some argument. How you can specify? Because doubles function is expecting some argument. How you can specify? Okay, target is equal to doubles, comma, args is equal to what is the arguments are? Numbers. Okay, like this numbers is my argument. A tuple we require to pass. Okay, observe that. Okay, here just see these concepts are forget about that. Sir, what this line I'm doing? Sir, what I'm doing this line? So I'm defining a thread. Target is equal to doubles. Arcs. Sir, for these doubles, do you require to pass any argument? Yes, ma'am. We require to pass numbers at the argument. Sir, what is this end comma? Srivani, have you remembered? End comma, it is always tuple. Tuple for single value. Compulsory we should use end comma, mandatory. Okay, remember. This is the tuple concept, right? Next, why it is always tuple? Because thread class, args variable, always expecting, sir, tuple, all the arguments in the form of tuple only. Next time after that, target is always expecting method or function name. Like that, args is always expecting arguments in tuple. Remember, that's why in thread class understandable form we require to provide. Okay, like yes, immutable, tuple is the immutable. T2 is equal to like this I'm taking, sir. T2 is equal to thread. Now for the second thread my job is squares. Squares like now T1 dot start, T2 dot start. Observe that carefully, sir. T1 dot start, T2 dot start. Okay, now we are not required to do end time is equal to time like. But one small thing, can you please tell? Observe a bit very carefully, sir. In this program, how many threads are there? Observe the code what I'm showing. In this program, how many threads are there? Only one thread. That thread is nothing but what? Main thread. Only one thread. It's the first program. Only one thread. But now I rewrite the same program with multi-threading concept. How many threads are available? 3 threads. 2 child threads are there, and then one more thread is nothing but main thread. Okay, like this. But what I want to do is a small twist, a small thing I'm going to explain. Don't worry about that. Okay, after few, sir, just 1 or 2 session, you people can get much clarity. Maybe in the next session you will get much clarity. Don't worry, sir. T1 dot start, T2 dot start I'm taking. After this, whenever we are calling T1 dot start, sir, this doubles method will execute. After calling T2 dot start, this squares method is going to execute. Remember squares method. Sir, now meanwhile, this total code will be executed by main thread. You know, right? Main thread. Sir, main thread should wait until completing these 2 threads. That's why T1 dot join, T2 dot join. Don't worry about that, sir. I will explain in detail why I'm using this one. Here, this main thread will wait until completing child threads. Remember, because end time I want to get. Okay, but what is the meaning of this T1 dot join, T2 dot join? Main thread will wait until completing child threads. Remember that. Okay, but what is the purpose of join and so on? In detail we will explain. Sir, now that's all. After completing both the threads, main thread is going to evaluate end time and it's going to print end time minus begin time, total time. Now 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. First program I'm executing again. First doubles method. Once a doubles method completed, then only squares method is going to execute. Because only one thread, one by one only, it can able to do that. Parallel execution not there. The total time is 12.08. Okay, well, now P by demo.py. Sir, with multi-threading concept I am taking, sir. With multi-threading concept I am taking. Now observe that. So double and square, both methods are executing simultaneously. Double and square, both methods are executing simultaneously. How much time is it taking, sir? Just only 6 seconds, the program is going to be completed. Are you getting? Just with only 6 seconds, the program is going to be completed half of the time. Are you in a position to understand, right? So doing the things one by one. First doubles, after completing double method, then square. But here double and square function both are executing simultaneously, sir, so that the total overall time we can able to reduce. That's it. Any doubt? Any doubt? Are you seeing the maja of multi-threading concept? Yes. Clear, right? That's all. This is what you people should aware the total time, how much time is going to take, and if the things are going to execute one by one and parallel execution. If you want a parallel execution, then we should go for what? Multi-threading concept. Okay, that's all. How to define thread, what is the multi-threading, everything is clear for you people, right? Next, there is one small chota concept I require to explain. That thing I will discuss. But before that, just there are two doubts are there, sir. Sir, is there any thread scheduler present in Python also with the responsible to choose? Yes, Deva says. Yes, thread scheduler is there. If multiple threads are available, which thread is required to execute is decided by thread scheduler. Yes, Java thread scheduler concept applicable even in Python also. Okay, well, next up. Here, sequence is not fixed. Correct, Arpita. Because square functionality, double functionality, both are different. There is no dependency between these. I'm not using square functionality inside double. I'm not using double functionality result inside square. Both are independent jobs. That's why otherwise you never want to worry. If you want to talk about order, don't go for multi-threading concept. Arpita, are you getting right? Yes, okay, that's all. Now, can I go to the next level? That is because why we are passing tuple as the argument? Because in the thread class, args variable is always expecting tuple. That's why we are passing tuple as the argument. Divya, args variable, args argument, which is always expecting tuple. That's why we are passing. Now I have one question. Why you are always passing doubles method name for the target? Divya, are you getting my doubt? Why you are always passing method name for the target? Because target variable is always expecting some function, some method. That's why we require to pass that. Okay. Yes. Within the thread. Okay. You can read and then you can perform the changes. Devendra. That's all. This is about how we can able to use. Okay. So how you can able to use multi-threading concept? What advantage? Practical example, right? Next, by default, if you are not passing anything, default target is always run method. If you are not passing anything, default target is always run method. Remember that. Okay. So for this tuple, you can't perform any changes inside thread class, but read the data, and after reading the data, you can perform the required changes if you want. Yes, that's it. Now, what is the next concept we require to discuss, right? Yes, Vishnu, you can able to take. We can able to take. While printing, better to print here. Have you observed, right? Why we are getting the output? Why we are getting the output? Output here like to the same console. Sir, I don't want to the same console. Sir, square output to somewhere, double output to some other file. Yes, you can able to do that by using same thread concept. Then even inconsistency also you may not see. Okay. Now that's all, friends. This is about how many ways we can able to define a thread. What is the next one, sir? I told already, for every thread name is there, sir. For every thread name is there. What is the name of the main thread? What the name of the main thread? Main thread name is always main thread only. Are you getting? So if I create my own thread, sir, I created several times. T is equal to my thread or T is equal to thread. Like I created several times a thread. Can you please tell what is the default name provided by Python? Thread 1. Are you getting? What is the default name provided by Python? Thread 1, thread 2, thread 3, something like that. Default names provided, right? Okay. Now my question is it possible to change to set my own name or not? Yes, why not, man? Why not? Happily we are allowed to set our own names also for the thread. Perfectly possible, no problem at all, sir. How you can able to do that? How you can able to do that, sir? It is more or less same as the same Java concept only. Sir, T dot get a name. What is the name of the thread? T dot set a name. You can pass your own name. You can pass your own name. These are the methods we require to use regarding how to get and set the name of a thread. How to get and set the name of a thread. What is the option, sir? This is the thing what you should aware. T dot get name, T dot set name. By default you can able to get. Clear? Are you getting? How you can able to do that? That part I will take care. Here, Rajan, from threading import the star. Import star. I'm writing every time so that the points are, the code is going to be injected in your mind. Remember, print of, sir, what is the name of the current thread? Anyone can you please tell how to print current thread name? Wait, how to print current thread name? Current thread dot get name. Current thread dot get name. Like this I'm taking, sir. What is the output by default we are going to get, sir? Do you know, sir? Py tester.py main thread we are getting. Sir, I don't want main thread name as main thread. I want to change main thread name as, I want to change main thread name as some other name. No problem. Current thread dot set a name. Okay, which name you want, sir? Which name you want? I want Pawan Kalyan, or otherwise I want Salman Khan. Okay, like this I'm taking, sir. Now my child thread. Okay, some people are feeling, sir. Okay, no problem. Sunny Leone. Okay, yeah, my child thread name. Yes, I kept my main thread name. Yes. Now onwards. Okay, main thread name is not main thread, sir. Main thread name is not main thread. Remember this one. Now onwards, main thread name is not main thread. Okay. Now have a look once, sir. Print the same thing you can ask. The same thing you can ask. What is the output by default we are going to get, sir? Have you observed? Sir, first time the name is the main thread, but second time the name is the like this, right? Like next, instead of get name, if you want instead of get name, if you want you can keep your own. I mean, instead of get name method, you can use name. Implicit variable is there. Sir. Name. Even that name also you can able to use. So we have two options are there to get the name. T dot get name. T dot get name you can use, or otherwise T dot name variable also. Both cases output is the same. Are you getting? T dot name also. Observe that. T dot name also. Observe that output. Sir, Sunny Leone like this. Either name variable or get name, both the things are acceptable. Sir, this approach is going to be applicable for the child threads also. Why not? Why not? Happily we are allowed to use child thread also. After creating thread, T dot surname, T dot set name, like this. T dot set name, like you can able to set the names. T dot set name for the child thread, instead of sir thread 1, thread 2, our own names we can able to use. No problem at all. Sir, any doubt? Any doubt up to this? Yes, I hope it is possible, Devendra. In the constructor, I hope it is possible just with the name variable. Maybe we will try. Yes, in Java also it is possible, Devendra. Maybe. Yes. Okay. That's all, friends. This is how to set and get the name of your thread, sir. Okay. So after this, just I'm stopping the session. In the tomorrow we will continue for the remaining parts. Yeah. No problem. You can ask the doubts. I will be available.